like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So we got an eclectic bunch of stories. Essentially, this is a bit of a slow news week, couple of weeks, month, I don't know. What I think's happened is that after all the excitement of the David Tennant filming with Neil Patrick Harris and all that, like that big location footage stuff, I think Russell T Davies is trying to fade into the background. Not easy for Russell T Davies. Fade into the background and allow Jodie to shine, and Chris Chibnall's marketing machine to move into action. Sadly, he's letting Chris Chibnall's marketing machine move into action, which is non-existent. I mean, he's so bad at promotion. I think SFX magazine was it SFX? It could be that we're complaining like, listen, we're supposed to run a feature on you next month and we haven't got anything, so I guess we're not, right? I guess we're not. Look, I mean, I think you got to feel bad for Chris Chibnall. It hasn't worked out well, bless him, bless his little heart. It has not worked out very well. So we got a nice splattering of it. This is why it's a Media Sphere article rather than a News Warp or a what's the other one I do? Rumor Patrol or News and Rumor Patrol, because this is just basic stuff that's been going on the last couple of especially last week, which I found very interesting. I just haven't had a chance to get to. I'm recording this on Thursday, 1st of September, the most wonderful time of the year. Why is it the most wonderful time of the year? Because all the bloody kids go back to school, and well, for me it's not such a big deal anymore because my kids are all like, you know, in the army or working or, you know, generally dispersed amongst the world, thank God. But like, I remember summer was a long freaking time. Oh my God, summer was a long time when they went back to school. As we say in Judaism, big simcha. Simcha is a joyous festival. Big simcha. So there you go. So that's good news. So I'm assuming no big news stories are going to drop today. If they do, they will be inserted at the beginning of this video. Oh, where I find appropriate, but they'll be inserted somewhere in the video. Listen, you know how the rabbi likes to insert himself. Rom pom pom. You know, I just couldn't let that go, baby. I couldn't let it go. Fine. Before we get into all the news, like, share, subscribe, and comment. All those things are very good things for you to do. How good? I mean, super good, baby. Super good. You may think working in a soup kitchen is meritorious. No. Well, I mean, it is, but compared to subscribing to my channel, I need like another 4 or 5 subscribers to get up to, what is it, 3,500? And given how much my channel's been bloody throttled, because, do I have the unbearable opinions, right? The evil opinion. Actually, this is a bit of an aside. And the thing that really blows me away, because it's the month of Elul right now, so the Jewish New Year is coming up in like 3 weeks, where we're just about 1 week in. And so, you kind of take stock over the past year. And I remember saying, I'm predicting this year was when we're going to see narrative hit reality, right? Narrative hit reality. And we did, right? Over and over and over again, we did. What I didn't, what I wasn't able to predict was it just doesn't matter. Right? It's my thing, like this intense open corruption. Yeah, I mean, listen, you've always had that in England. Apparently, well, I read a headline. I have no idea if it's true. I saw it because who knows? It's just a headline, right? I read a headline that Ukraine and Russia had peace terms worked out in April, and Boris Johnson stopped it. I mean, you gotta think, all that money that's given in this aid that's given to Ukraine, this has got to be going into those politicians' pockets somehow, hasn't it? I mean, it doesn't make sense any other way. But you know, we see this intense corruption, right, in America. This breathtaking, like this weaponization of the Department of Justice, things that you see in like third world dictatorships and juntas, you know, and it just doesn't matter. That's it. It just like, yeah. I guess it doesn't. It blows my mind, right? It absolutely blows my mind. How we got to that, I do not know. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Oh yeah, because I'm being throttled. Like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are very good. Thank you very much. Sign up my Substack. Sign up to my paid Substack, which I'm actually sending stuff out now. Also, I've just started. I haven't been able to draw for about 6 months. My computer has really been dead, right? I do everything digitally. So actually, I would say more like a year. I got like 40 pages into a graphic novel, and then I just haven't done anything with it for a year. It's annoying. I could have fit it, but no, I really couldn't because my computer was too much of a dog to work on. Now it's freaking me out how good it is. So I actually started yesterday. I got a page done in half a day. I mean, most of a page done in half. I got 3/4 of a page done in half a day. Normally, I do a page a day, so I'm quite excited about that. I got to get into a new routine. The thing I want to do though is I think I'm going to start doing posters, like give out posters on my digitally, obviously, on my paid Substack. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll do like digital, slightly digitally animated ones. I know I started playing around with it about 6 months ago, and it was like, no, we hate NFTs. I get it. I get you all hate NFTs. Oh, I just like the digital art, right? It won't be an NFT. I guess you could make it, but I don't bloody know, right? I don't know. I don't trust it, which is kind of how I feel about most things. Like, share, subscribe, comment, sign up my Substack, sign up my paid Substack. All those things are good. Let's look at this first story, which I haven't read yet, but I find freaking fascinating. Why Jim Carrey rejected Doctor Who? Well, firstly, thank God. When was this he was offered Doctor Who, all right? Thank God. I mean, look, Jim Carrey, love you, baby, but I mean, you are bonkers, Mac bonkers right now. I guess the whole Trump years made everybody crazy. Remember all those weird paintings he did that weren't very good? That said, what a liar. Turns out they're all telling the truth about everything. Who knew? Whilst Jim Carrey is most famous for his comedy work, starring in a string of classics such as Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, Me, Myself, and Irene, he's also more than a capable actor in the outside the realm of humor. Well, that's true. And has delivered many captivating performances. Well, there's Truman Show, there's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is freaking awesome. If you haven't seen that movie, you got to check out that movie. It's really good. He's adept coaching emotional response from the audience as his terms of Man in the Moon. And Eternal Sunset of the Spotless Mind. Okay, what that is about is this guy wants to has broken up with his girlfriend, so he wants to have. There's a service that allows you to erase a memory from you, right? And happens overnight. So they start doing it, and he realizes he doesn't want to lose these memories. So he keeps going and he's hiding in his like different bits of the subconscious, goes and hides in shame. It's a really great movie. I really like that movie. It's a testament to his dexterity as an actor that he's never been afraid of subject matter, resulting in one of the most varied and colourful filmographies in modern cinema. You know what? Douchebag though he is, I mean, like, gone crazy though he is, I would say that's fair, right? Again, Truman Show, I think's excellent. He always did interesting stuff, right? As when he's doing straight movies, right? Although the guy that had played Captain Kirk in the last episode of Strange New Worlds looks more like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey doing Captain Kirk than Bill Shatner. From the Riddler in Batman Forever, well, forget that. That was awful. Okay, everything about that was awful. Was that the one with the bat nipples? I don't know. To Truman Burbank in the Truman Show. Okay, Carrey has starred in a wide variety of iconic. Okay, blah blah blah. Making it a little bit sadder. Back in April, he announced that his plans to retire from acting, citing his disdain for Hollywood and the film industry in general. Yeah, listen, it was Will Smith's slap that really did it, right? He was like, oh, we're not the cool kids anymore, right? And honestly, I'm actually seeing this quite a lot now, of talking with people who were very anti-Trump, very, very anti-Brexit, and still felt the same way. But because of that, they allied with just this insanity, like these insane children, and who hate the idea of dialogue and debate and, you know, being peacefully coexisting with, they very much into a dislike of the unlike, more of a complete hatred of the unlike, and it's got to a point where they just taken over the industry, all these industries, especially these creative industries. And so now, you know, if you would, you know, say the inhuman awful slur that you didn't think Jodie Whittaker was very good at Doctor Who, you could lose your career, right? And a lot of people are looking around going, how did this happen? It happened because you didn't bloody listen, because it really wasn't your fault you didn't listen. Look, I understand, Trump and Brexit made you crazy. I get it. I see that, right? I am sorry that happened, but that happened. Well, I'm retiring from acting. Yeah, probably. I'm being fairly serious. Well, you should get out the Hollywood studios, but like I will start doing independent things. If Angels come and bring some sort of script that's written in gold ink that says to me that it's going to be really important for people to see, I might continue down the road, but I'm taking a break here. Well, again, you're a billionaire; it doesn't need to work. A break seems to be something that's on the table for you. I really like that really like my quiet life, and I like putting paint on canvas. Well, again, I said earlier about narrative hitting reality. I guess that's what I was talking about. Like the narrative hit reality, the narrative of like we're all one coalition. And now like totalitarianism rules, right? And I think that's what happened with Jim Carrey. I think that Will Smith slap was very much reality hitting the narrative and shattering it, right? And this is what happens. This is his response. Like, I got to get out of here. I really like my putting paint on canvas. You're not a very good artist, mate. I'm sorry. I really like my spiritual life and feel like, and this is something you might have never heard a celebrity say. As long as time exists, I have enough. I've done enough. I am enough. Carrey concluded. Well, gee, that's very good of you. Because like. Man, could you imagine if pharmaceuticals companies had, or any corporation had that attitude? Oh, we have enough. I have a nice house. I'm comfortable for the rest of my life. I have enough, right? I have enough. Could you imagine? Oh man, we'll be in so much better place in the world. It's a shame, but the break is clear. He warranted. We haven't even got to Doctor Who yet. Come on. However, there is one regret that Jim Carrey fans everywhere have about his career. The fact that he turned down the role as the 8th Doctor in 1996's Doctor Who the movie. I have never heard him been offered that before. And I've really researched that. I mean, a lot of people were offered it. Ian were interviewed. John Sessions, Tony Slattery. I put those, their auditions on videos at some point. Way back. Can't remember when. Go and search my channel for Dr. Never. Probably in those videos. The Canadian actor was one of the initial picks to play the Doctor. He turned it down because he knew how coveted the series is, and because he knew so little about it, he didn't want to disappoint fans. Well, that's very good of you. He would have been terrible. He would have been absolutely diabolical. I'm so glad he turned it down. Carrey would have been brilliant as a time traveler extraterrestrial. No, he wouldn't, right? No, he wouldn't. Look, there's been some consternation about shooting Gatwa being black and Doctor Who. For me, it doesn't bother me at all. I hear some people it does, and I don't think they're being racist about it, right? But, whatever the Doctor is, he should be British. I think that's really quite important. I mean, Scottish. British covers everything, right? I think that's like a really important part of the character, even though it doesn't really make any sense. But I really think that's a very important part of the character. What was that? I remember listening to one of the Jonathan Carey War Doctors, where you basically have a guy doing the voice of John Hurt very well, right? Very well. And something I really liked about it, it was all set on a Thule spaceship, right? And all the Thules had these like East London accents, which sounded very much like Thules, right? I did like. So I think Jim Carrey would not have been the right choice. If you want to reboot Doctor Who as a American thing, I've always been up for that. I still think Jim Carrey wouldn't be a good choice. Carrey would have been brilliant as a time-traveling extraterrestrial. No, as the role requires an amount of comedic and dramatic nous, yeah, but not enough, right? As we've seen, the most lauded actors have played the Doctor, such as Tom Baker and David Tennant. The way Carrey blends both sides of the art form is one of... he's very good at doing, like, the everyman thing in dramatic things. Again, Truman Show, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. He's very much an everyman caught in extraordinary circumstances and a desperate thing, right? I don't think he's good at playing extraordinary straight. At least I've never seen him do it before. What Carrey blends, blah blah blah, making the thought of what would have brought to the role truly fascinating. I'm glad he did it, right? As being shot. Gangland violence here. Okay, so yeah, Jim Carrey, not the Doctor. probably a good idea, right? I never heard that before. A second, let's see what this is. So this is weird, right? This is really, really weird. What is going on with this? Andy Hopkins, who I'm really digging right now. I'm rewatching Westworld from the beginning. So good. I mean, I say that in every video, but it's so freaking good, and he's so great in it. So he had this weird Doctor Who tweet. Let's say Andy Hopkins hints future role in Doctor Who, a possible future role in Doctor Who. I think that's what he was doing. Either that, or he just saw a phone box and like Doctor Who. He was being somewhat like Karrenish about it. Let's see what he's got to say. Oscar-winning Welsh actor Sir Anthony Hopkins has hinted that his next career move could be a journey in the TARDIS. The well-loved actor from Margam, Margam's the place, I think, is known for his many roles, including Richard the Lionheart and the stunning audience with Benedict XVI and Two Popes. I got to see that. Right, that's on Netflix. I've really got to see that. That sounds interesting. While Sir Andy's credits are extensive, there is one show he has yet to star in. BBC's Doctor Who. Maybe they got for a big finish to go up against what's he called again? The War Master is I see his face. Famous actor. I'm gonna have to look it up. It's make me crazy now. War Master Doctor Who. Oh. This is what getting old is like, okay? This is what getting old is like. Okay, War Master. Derek Jacobi! Oh, thank you. That was agony. Maybe it's with Derek Jacobi. I can imagine that. Doctor Who, which celebrates his 6th anniversary, filmed primarily in Wales. Ooh, that could be. This might be set to change in a recent Instagram post from Sir Anthony. Got Hoovers all excited. Got me excited. In which he could be seen as a sideways not a Doctor Who in TARDIS in an old school police box. He told fans he wanted to be put through to the Doctor. The caption that he posted, "Put me through to the Doctor. Need instructions on my next mission. Happy Sunday from across the pond." Maybe he just saw this in America somewhere. It's like, I'm gonna be like Doctor Who, right? Followed by a wink face emoji. This just zooms in and out, and it's got the Doctor Who music playing, which is why I'm not playing it, because I'll get copyright struck, claimed, one of those two. I don't know. But that could be. Look, I don't rule anything out. I really hope they're going to do some animation on this. I really hope they're going to do a Doctor Who streaming channel. Oh, the cat just came in. Hey, Ninja, how you doing? Having a bit of a pad around, seeing the world. You always like to explore, find new nooks and crannies to get into. Ninja, everything's dangerous, baby. Okay, this is that blind cat, right? Complete blind as a bat. Oh, blind as a blind cat, actually. One said, "You and Doctor Who, perfect combination." I think it is. Who could he play? Because David Tennant said he met with a bunch of other people, right? Who could he be playing? I don't think it's the Master, right? Who would it be? Who would be a good villain for? I mean, Omega, maybe? Or they got Brian Blessed playing Omega at Cutaway Comics. I never listened to that. I've really got to get that audio. Another emoji said, "I support the idea. Welcome to the TARDIS," followed by 2 blue heart emojis. A third added, "Please, sorry, make this incredible guy the next Doctor. You can make a magnificent Doctor, a former adversary." I don't know. Yeah, he seems too cold and calculating. In way he plays. When I've seen him play villains, to be the Master. Master, they normally go for more bonkers. I mean, if you're going to gender swap the Rani, which never goes in that direction, maybe I could see him being that. But again, those gender swaps never go in the in that direction. Who else could it be? Sutek? I don't know. I'm looking over my action figures and see if I can think of anyone. But I really don't know. Who cares? I would like to see him in Doctor Who. I think that will probably be good. We agree. Will this be good? So I found this is a really weird headline. The 6th Doctor and Davros reunite for a Sherlock Holmes play. They're both cracking on a bit, and neither of them look like Holmes, right? They're both like more traditionally Watson right now, right? I don't know. It's a reunion of sorts for classic Who. Let's see. I'm intrigued to know what the hell this was about. Will he be driving there? If his band is over, yeah. Decades on from their time together on Doctor Who, Colin Baker and Tony Malloy are set to share share scenes again in a stage version of Sherlock Holmes Mystery How of the Baskervilles. What characters are they playing? Commemorating 126 years since the classic mystery, the production from crime and comedy theatre will star Baker as the world-famous detective, Malloy as the crime-solving Watson. But he's look, Colin Baker does not look like Sherlock bloody Holmes. Like, I wouldn't... Okay, listen. You put Basil Rathbone, Jeremy Brett, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Colin Baker, all in silhouette. One of these things is not like the other. I mean, I have no idea what they're thinking. I mean, Nick Briggs makes a more convincing Sherlock, and I quite like his Holmes on audio. Makes a more convincing Sherlock Holmes, and you know, he looks like might have eaten one too many pies to play young Holmes. What do you want? Adapter and director Martin Parsons said, with 2022 being the 120th anniversary of Hound of the Baskervilles, Big Finish has a great version of that, by the way. It's an ideal time for a brand new adaptation of the world famous detective story. Look, people are going to see it, essentially. People go see Sherlock Holmes plays. And having seen Colin Baker and Terry Lloyd's pitch-perfect performance, I knew the audience would be delighted with their portrayal of Holmes and Watson. I don't buy it, right? I don't buy Colin Baker as Holmes. I mean, I would love to hear like a recording of it or something. It's just that doesn't it sound weird? This sounds weird. We agree. This sounds weird. When I say we agree, it's just me speaking. So everybody with a voice, we all agree. Let me know in the comments. He went for a treat, and I'm thrilled to be able to bring two such fine actors together on stage for the iconic roles. The cast of the Hound of the Baskervilles includes Dee Sadler, Dr. Mortimer, and Nigel Fairs. Oh, I know. I think of Nigel Planner. No, Nigel Fairs is from audio production stuff. Sir Henry Baskerville, Kate Ashmead as Mrs. Barrymore, and Director Parsons as Jack Stapleton. In addition to both appearing in the classic era of Doctor Who, Baker is known for his starring role in series 4 to 7 the BBC drama The Brothers. He was huge in that, right? And Malloy voiced Malloy voiced Mike Tucker. That's really weird on the Radio the Archer for more than 40 years. Mike Tucker's the name of the special effects guy. That's really weird. I got that confused me. Okay. That's strange. That's all I can say. This, good for him. Tosin Cole made it off the plantation. Second role since being in the turgid Doctor Who. By the way, if you like Jodie Whittaker, God bless you. Not a fan. Not a fan in the same way, you know, I'm not really a fan of the naughty National Socialists from Germany in the 1930s, you know, in terms of them, they're donating to the Jewish causes of the world. Not really a massive fan. I think it's kind of a little bit noticeable that Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker haven't announced new jobs, right? There's no new job, which, I mean, Jodie Whittaker, if she's smart after this disastrous run on Doc, and it is disastrous. So if you like it, God bless you. We're just talking on. I was actually talking to somebody in the industry recently, right? And they're like, "Oh no, this is a disaster, right? This is literally a disaster, and widely regarded so. I think Rusty Davis regards it as a disaster, right? I doubt we're going to see any connection within this Doctor Who and his one coming forward, but Tosin Cole, good-looking chap, made it off the plantation. Good for you, Joe. Tosin Cole. Him and Bradley Walsh may have careers yet. I think, honestly, he played such a subdued character that people just kind of didn't notice him, right? So, yeah, and Bradley Walsh was smart enough to be doing a bunch of other things at the same time. So Tosin Cole to lead Netflix superhero drama Supercell. I wonder if this is one of the Mark Millar things. Let's find out. We love seeing former Doctor Who companions continue to thrive after their time in the TARDIS. I mean, it's fair to say that also. Surprising me, Mandip Gill got a job. She's in that theatre thing with Tom Felton. Felton never touched him, baby. The former 12th Doctor companions Jenna Coleman and Paul Mackey can be seen in popular shows as diverse as fantasy series The Sandman, which I've fallen on the side of. I like that show now, and the crime drama The Long Call. It's just such a shame it was made in 2022. The 13th Doctor, Pal Bradley Walsh, is busy starring in a family period drama The Larkins. Yeah, basically taking over from who was it? David Jason, and there's a bunch of racial swaps there that doesn't really make sense, but who cares? Thompson will play the Welsh on screen. Play Walter's on screen nephew Ryan Sinclair. No, son-in-law or great son-in-law, grandson-in-law, right? Landis starring on the AMC legal drama 61st Street, and now set to lead Netflix upcoming superhero drama Supercell. Created by rapper turned filmmaker Andrew Wabalu, okay, otherwise known as Rap Man. Blimey, it took some time to think about this. The 6-episode series was initially commissioned in 2021 and follows the group of regular people who mysteriously gain superpowers. It sounds like Misfits, right? What sets this series apart from the others like it, however, is that the only thing these ordinary people have in common is they're all black. Oh, man. Oh, man. I tell you, just when you're doing well, 2022 is like a sock full of wet, gooey human manure, human excrement, right? And you tie it at the end and you smack you in the face. Like, oh, yeah. Oh, God, it's going to be shit. I mean, listen. I'm assuming Rat Man is black, so maybe if it's got a black creative behind it, you have a chance. Go and watch. Don't. I was going to say go and watch Damon Lindelof Watchmen, which was brilliant and awful all at the same time. It was brilliant whenever there weren't black people on the screen, and awful when it was. Why? Because he can't write black people, because he lives in absolute terror and of offending anyone, including mainly white people, right? So, but maybe with black creator, we might not say it. And if you want diversity, that's the way to get diversity. Worry about people behind the camera instead of in front of the bloody camera. Idiots. Which automatically makes the experience very different from those before. Excuse me. Okay, we're looking at you, Sandman, with your Black Death, right? Black Death, that's not a good sign. Who did the role very well. Don't get me wrong. I thought she was... I thought she did the role. I don't think she was a success in the role because it was so obviously virtue signaling, right? It was so very clearly virtue signaling, right? Like Neil Gaiman said, I see no difference between this very black woman and this insanely pale white woman. No, I see no difference because I don't see it. Oh, shut up! Yeah, I mean, again, Neil Gaiman, you're a lovey. I think you can be one of the people over here going, oh yes, it's a very different experience being black. Well, if it's different, they're not interchangeable then, you bloody morons. Ratman is a series showrunner and lead director, and Sebastian Thiel, Dreaming Whilst Black, will direct 3 episodes. Cole will play the lead character, Michael Lasaki, described as a van driver and everyday working man who's deep in love with Dion, played by Adele Ayo. Okay, fine. So it's grounded. Who gives a shit? God, this goes on. I don't care. Leave me alone. Does that say Eric Kripke? Has he got anything to do with it? No. No, just Eric something or other. Okay, fine. Who cares? Fine. So this is a fascinating little story as well. Sadly, it's from the Express, which has a garbage website. Would fans despise it? Doctor Who star discusses shooting Comeback with Russell T Davies. Now, this is not talking about now, I think. This is talking about in 2005. But it gives you fascinating insight and something that we've really forgotten about. That when Russell T Davies brought back Doctor Who in 2005, everyone expected it to fail. Everyone's like, oh, Russell, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's just going to be embarrassing. That's why it was so... That was the least Doctor Who season that that Russell T Davies did. More like shameless music. It was much more naturalistic, and frankly, I think this is where they would have done better doing something like this in '85 when they cast Colin Baker, and then going into like the more mysterious times by Sylvester McCoy. Doctor Who actress Annette Banlan has recorded her experience while filming the very first episode of Russell T Davies' series and wondering if fans would like it or despise it. No. Did she wonder, or did Russell Davies in an exclusive interview with the Express? I always say it's only exclusive if people are all trying lots of people are trying to get something, and only one person gets. Oh, I got the exclusive. If nobody cares, it's not exclusive, right? So, what's she talking about? I think that's the question. What are you talking about, Willis? Man, are they all dead? All the Different Strokes people? I think they are, aren't they? Like horribly from drug overdoses. Annette Banlan has shared some insight into filming the very first episode of Doctor Who in 2005. So it would be Aliens London World War III. Was that the first one? Yeah, it was. Right. I remember the location stuff around the hospital with the space pig. Right. So yeah, that was the first. The first one filmed. I think the fourth in went out. Is it? We had Rose, End of the World, Unquiet Dead. There was Aliens of London. We have episode 4. Look at that off the top of my head. Wow. Yeah, I couldn't remember Derek Jacob's name. Couldn't remember that, baby. The star who played the infamous Margaret Belaine, I thought the name was Fanfelflot or something like that. Remember, the team had no idea fans would like or despise the new iteration of the show. Not just fans, everybody. They thought they didn't know if it was going to be big or not. They were like, I remember Michael Grade was like, "This is a really bad idea." I got so much more respect for Michael Grade after seeing him being interviewed, right? About Doctor Who. The Michael Grade said this is a really bad idea, putting out on Saturday night in such an exposed spot and making it like such a number one thing. And then when they saw it was huge and it was fantastic, right? They shot the fourth episode, Aliens of London. Annette 71. Who worked on some of UK's biggest television shows over the years, revealed that what it was like playing the villainous Slitheen on Doctor Who ahead of renowned head writer Russell's momentous return to the show. No, it was at the same time. Okay, whatever. Look, it's a journalist. They're not very clever. What can you do? Asked if she was excited to see Davis make his comeback. The Midsummer Murder star replied, "I certainly am. He's a god for me." I don't really like people doing that. It sounds a bit blasphemous, but otherwise, I think I'm fine. I think he's wonderful. I think his writing is tremendous, and his energy and his generosity. Agree with you in every respect. He's just a big man he's just a big man, in every way. He's full of heart. And he's a writer who can start with a line on comedy and end with pathos. Wonderful stuff. Very true. Again, we all should just be excited. The actress who reflected on how actors Christopher Eccleston and David Tennant, who played early iterations of the Doctor in the revival series, were keen to do the show justice when it first got started. Well, first getting started, well, it was. By the time David Tennant came on, it was huge, right? I think by the time it hit the end of the season, it was, it was talking about it, right? Bad Wolf, and I love the cliffhanger, right, at the end of, what was it? The one before Parking the Ways, and you had like a little trailer every day, like 5 days ago. It was awesome, right? It was a real water cooler TV. Because I was in those first 2 episodes, and they were filmed. Because they went out, because they filmed out of order. They had no idea whether fans would like it or despise it. Well, it's not just fans, as I said. Hang on, it's got the See, look, this is how awful the site is. It's got something. This picture is over this text. Speaking about David, so something was very exciting. It could go. We didn't know which way it could go. It was very exciting. Speaking about David, who's returned to the show as part of the 6th anniversary celebrations alongside former on-screen companion Catherine Tate, Annette explained that she wasn't surprised when it was announced. When she was announced as she wasn't surprised when she was announced as Christopher's successor. It's a he. Right? It's a he. I mean, I know we live in like fluid times, but it's a he, baby. It's a he. David's mercurial and wonderful, she reflected. I think he's a fabulous actor. And again, he loves Doctor Who, a tremendous energy he has, and he's a bright man. Actually, I think that's what made Pittsburgh. Okay, problem being is the person who, if you don't know, he's in the comments a lot, who always corrects my pronunciation, right? And I had the guy who did Veep and the thick of it. Just every time I mention him, he would correct the pronunciation. Much worse than that is Pierce Brosnan. I'm gonna have to look it up. Brosnan, okay? Pierce Brosnan, right? I think the reason he was so great as James Bond is because he was so excited to be James Bond, right? He was, and I think he was very good at it. And that also went on to share our thoughts on how the public might react to the next Doctor, which we now know to be Ncuti Gatwa, or what she's saying. Fans don't like them to begin with, Annette Muse, but then they love them. Well, okay. That's not true. Okay, that's not true. I think fans love them to start with, and then hopefully they don't screw it up, right? Back in May, I was that Ncuti will be cast as the iconic role of the 14th incarnation of the Doctor, or the next Doctor, succeeding Jodie Whittaker. I think succeeding is a Freudian slip. Yes, he will be succeeding where she failed in the role. Ncuti rose to fame in 2019 when he did as Eric Effiong on Sex Education, who earned a BAFTA award for Best Actor in the BAFTA Scotland Award for Best Actor in Television, and 3 BAFTA television nominations for Best. I really got to check that out. I mean, I don't know. I really don't want to. Like, I got episode of the She-Hulk to watch. I'm like, oh, I really don't want to. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. It's although, Lord, the Rings, the first reviews are coming out, and it is getting slaughtered. Oh my God! If join me on my live stream on Sunday, it will be what day? Thursday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Sunday the 4th, when I will be doing a full deep dive review of it. It looks like it's gonna be awful. Fine, takes back Rusty David takes back reigns from Chris Chibnall. Okay, very good. Next story, continuously. Okay. House of Dragon, Matt Smith battled infuriating insomnia after Doctor Who. I find this very interesting. I really do. I wonder, oh God, why do I have to see Meghan Bloody Markle? Listen, if you want to unite the country, remove their titles. I think we're all going to be much happier with that. Oh God, she just irritates me. It's battling with infuriating insomnia after filming Doctor Who in an Unearthed interview in 2012. Unearthed. What does that mean? Smith 39 once spoke how he unearthed in an Unearthed interview about the infuriating bout of insomnia after filming a season of Doctor Who. The star explained at the time that his 12 to 14-hour shift caused him to have sleepless nights. Okay. I thought after he finished he would be like, oh no, I can't deal. This is a much less interesting story, isn't it? In 2000, in an Unearthed interview, the stalk, which reminds me. This is an aside, but it's a good one, right? I used to get my kids when they were little. They were really, really cute and little. To tell people where I taught them about where babies come from, and I did the whole thing where they were. And again, they're super cute when they said it. First, we sprinkle the magic dust that cools the fairy that flies all the way to the North Pole to get the stork who comes to the mummy and the daddy, and then they have sex with it. Yeah, it's worth having kids just to do things like that. I also used Okay, on Friday night, if you're religious Jewish, you have Friday night dinner. Oftentimes you have guests around. It's like a big thing. It's like a Thanksgiving dinner every freaking week. What a pain in the ass. Anyway, so again, when the kids were little, we had guests there. I would say, "Listen, kids, if you behave, I'll tell." I'm not going to tell you the number. I have 4 kids there at the time. I have 4. I said, "Listen, kids, if you behave, I'll tell you which one is adopted." I'm not great. So what was it? So. In 2012, the star revealed that he experienced trouble switching off following a day of filming Doctor Who. Matt admitted, "I'm not great at resting and not great at sleeping. It's infuriating." Okay, but this is not the story I thought at all. I think it's because I learn lines till late at night. My brain's still ticking. I lie back and think, "Oh bollocks! I still can't sleep." Yeah, no, dude, you got to have some downtime. You got to be able to wind things down a little bit, right? Speaking of winding things down a little bit, let's say you want to go out on a where is this? Manchester, Liverpool? I can't remember where it is. Liverpool, right? We accept all your cookies, baby, and check out Worlds of Wonder. This is a fun little thing. 5 Doctor Who inspired gifts you can buy from the world museums as Worlds of Wonder exhibition continues. Okay. So Worlds of Wonder. Sounds cool. Matt Tucker's there now. Fine. So, but okay, there's a gift shop, right? Gift shop. This appealed to me. Talking about Friday night dinners. My older son and me went again. We had guests. It was always fun. We always used to talk about stuff we would sell in the Holocaust Memorial gift shop. All kinds of great stuff. Train sets, bunk beds, you name it. Gallifrey mounted print. No, this sounds kind of fun. Now, how does this work? Do you put all these letters together? I don't understand how this works. Because it seems that there aren't that many characters. So this is the... that explains what it is. For those fascinated by Gallifrey and Angus spoken by the Time Lords, this specially mounted wall print made exclusively for Doctor Who Worlds of Wonder exhibition, £15 and 50% off for National Museum members. That looks kind of fun. I wonder how big it is. That does look kind of fun. Trading cards. What? They stopped making these like a decade ago, didn't they? Battles in Time? It was a long time ago, right? Battles in Time trading card have been flying off the shelves with many searching for rare cards. And I thought they stopped making them. And super scarce golden ticket card. Ooh, do you get to Willy Wonka's factory? Found 1 in every 1,000 packets. Blimey, they're trying to sell off the stock. Sonic screwdriver. Why, Jodie, did you have to make your Sonic look like a bloody sex toy? I mean, like, really? Like, who's like, I'm trying to see if I have a sonic screwdriver I can reach. It's too far away. But why? Why did you think that was a good idea? And everything about this is stupid. Yes, you can get a sonic screwdriver, £24. Forget it. A sonic spork. Really? Really? This is what you say is the thing that you need, everybody needs? Those who like, okay, it's just stupid. And a TARDIS TV shirt. A TARDIS t-shirt, not TV shirt. Blimey. I mean, like, what? Did you have too much space in the paper this week? That's a really pathetic little article. A little pathetic article to end on. There's a lot of patheticness about. Okay, what can I tell you? That was really underwhelming, right? That was really... I thought we were going to get good stuff with that. I apologize. That was really breathtakingly underwhelming. Once again, tying into the current era of Doctor Who. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.